Why Terrifier 2's bedroom scene is so controversial. The controversial scene has made many viewers feel queasy and even faint. It is certainly the most gruesome art to clown moment from Terrifier 2. Warning: this article contains spoilers for Terrifier 2. The controversy surrounding Terrifier 2 has stretched impressively far into the mainstream, stirring debates about the movie's use of extreme gore, particularly regarding the now infamous bedroom scene. The sequel to Damien Leone's cult hit Terrifier has achieved widespread acclaim and a level of publicity far greater than the original could have hoped. The continued murderous exploits of Art the Clown focused this time on Sienna and her younger brother, Jonathan, as they unravel the mysterious connection between the sadistic killer clown and themselves. However, none face his fury more so than Sienna's friend Allie when confronted by a particularly terrifying trick-or-treater. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to Crime Busters 101. I post solved and unsolved and crime-related topic on a weekly basis. Now back to the video. When answering her door on Halloween, neither Allie nor the movie's audience could have predicted the obscene level of violence that would be encountered. Claims of Terrifier 2 patrons fainting and vomiting have mostly concerned this scene, which features Art the Clown removing Allie's scalp and skin, ripping off one arm, and splitting another from between her fingers. Art then douses her in bleach and salt before arranging her, still alive, ready for her mother's return. By the end, the whole set is literally dripping with blood in a scene of abject violence not often witnessed except by horror fanatics. The most unsettling aspect is the glee with which both Art and the director seem to revel in displaying these nauseating events. Undoubtedly the most brutal in Terrifier 2, the bedroom scene proposes the notion that Art, not Leone, is controlling the movie, as he appears to be enjoying this level of splattered depravity far more than any audience could. Art's power is yet to be truly defined, though the Terrifier 2 post-credit sequence suggests it transcends the traditional confines of cinema, which only elaborates upon the notion that this is Art's film, and the audience is subject to his whims, not the other way round. Did Terrifier 2's bedroom scene go too far? While many might complain or feel outraged by the level of violence and gore depicted in the bedroom scene of Terrifier 2, it is not without precedent. Those familiar with the wider Terrifier franchise would be expecting this level of gore, particularly from an installment that fans have been waiting 6 years for. After the tumultuous production and delays that the movie suffered, a blood-drenched showstopper was necessary to satiate the appetites of starved fans of the Art the Clown movies. Not to mention the amount of publicity garnered in the mainstream media since Terrifier 2's release has completely dwarfed the attention granted for the release of Terrifier, bringing fresh fans to the franchise. In this regard, the controversy surrounding the scene has elevated Terrifier 2 to the likes of horror classics Psycho, The Exorcist, and others whose longevity and success have been rooted in an initial controversy that catapulted the movies into the public eye. While Terrifier may second be considered to be in poor taste, and it is certainly disgusting and gratuitous, going too far may have cemented its place in horror history, and has certainly stoked interest in a further sequel, Terrifier 3. Why Terrifier 2 is so violent? Any successful sequel must up the ante from the original. This is no small feat considering the sheer brutality of Terrifier. Damien Leone explained to Variety that in the bedroom scene, he saw an opportunity to rival the equally infamous hacksaw scene from the original Terrifier. That scene was a solid entrant in the modern horror landscape, garnering notoriety and placing Art the Clown among the pantheon of horror villain icons. Terrifier 2's bedroom scene expands upon this level of shock and disgust, successfully gauging the public response. Leone based much of the scene on a photograph of a Jack the Ripper victim, attempting to reverse engineer the abject horror and destruction created by one of the most brutal serial killers in history. Essentially, the scene is therefore an attempt to outgore the original in a manner befitting a true killer. Moreover, the whole scene is undercut with Art the Clown's trademark silent laughter, which makes the scene and movie all the more unsettling. Damien Leone has masterfully engaged with outraged media to achieve unparalleled publicity for Terrifier 2, the majority of which was born from the controversial bedroom scene. While the remainder of the movie is equally shocking and vile, even Leone admits the bedroom scene lingers much longer than other slasher films would. Indeed, it is this type of subversion that makes the Terrifier franchise so successful. Future installments promise to sicken and disturb, but until then, Terrifier 2 will continue to shock and amaze audiences whether in theaters or on home video. Thank you for watching Crime Busters 101. I post solved and unsolved and crime-related topic on a weekly basis, so if that's something that you are interested in, please subscribe and hit that notification button.